guys, welcome back to Hapes of Games. And I finally picked up the physical version of Sifu. It launched yesterday, and I was originally going to do an actual video on the game itself and my first impressions, but I've actually changed my mind because I do want to talk about the difficulty settings, which were actually added in a free update upon its release. And I've been kind of weighing around this subject for a while because it comes up an awful lot on Twitter, on YouTube, etc. Now, I'm not the one to try and make a video just to be controversial or whatever, but I'm trying to have a balanced conversation about this and share my thoughts, and then maybe in the comment section get everybody else's feedback on this one. So look, I know we talk about this a lot on the channel, we joke about it a lot. Easy, normal, hard, etc. Look, any games I've tried to stream here on the channel, I've tried to do it in its standard difficulty, and or the one that, let's just say, the developers had in mind when they launched the games. And that's just a personal choice that I have as well, and obviously people like to watch me play difficult games because I rage a lot. You fly, you fly, you fucking dirty fly. I'll swat your face, you But that's fine. That's part of the channel, and that's just, you know, what people kind of enjoy about the content I do. But this is more so around the focus of difficulty select, and you know, whether or not some of these games that are initially designed with only one skill level, and then lo and behold a publisher further down the line decides, no, we're going to add some additional difficulty modes. Or if, you know, the argument of, well, if you look at Elden Ring as one example, should that have a difficulty mode, and how is difficulty managed there? In particular, just going back to Sifu specifically, so on the launch, as I mentioned, the physical edition, there is now a selection, so a selection between easy, normal and hard, and they do, in fairness, go into specific detail around normal mode being the mode essentially by the developer's vision. This is what they wanted people to do, this is the game they wanted them to experience, and this is the challenge that they wanted them to face. Now, I suppose, as I mentioned, there was a gap between the digital release and the physical release. There's been a significant time gap there. Now, I get the feeling maybe this was publisher driven a little bit to add the easy mode in along with the normal. Bear in mind, to be fair, they've also added a hard mode here outside of the main game. You have to remember, I played this only a couple of hours. This game is hard on normal mode. This is a challenging game. So maybe, just maybe, they were thinking, well, we might actually add this due to the physical release. Maybe it's a budget thing, you know, and they gotta invest more. But as long as it doesn't impact the normal difficulty, I was happy enough. The selection was there, and I get to play the difficulty that the game was designed for. And look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not against people playing games easier. I've no problems with that, I've no issues with that. Some people have accessibility problems, you know, some people are disabled and they want to be able to play these games, and they can't obviously face these games on a higher challenge. So this gives those folks the opportunity, and or people who just like to play their games easy, you know, they can do that too. Look, my general thought process on it and where I actually stand with this is I have a balanced opinion on it. It doesn't bother me all that much that people can access this game and in an easier mode. Same goes for any Dark Souls mods that you want to add, or Elden Ring mods you want to add to make the game easier. You know, that's your choice. Ultimately, I can also understand the other aspect. People are saying, they talk about true vision. If you want to experience the game as it was designed, you've got to play it that in the difficulty that was designed by the developers in mind. You know, you have to imagine a balance. They need to do challenge tests. They obviously do a rigorous amount of QA testing before they release a game, especially along the lines of this. I'm pleasantly surprised again by the quality of this release again. Minimal patching, and everything seems to be, you know, working really smoothly. No bugs, no issues there. But, you know, in order to fine-tune difficulty, it must have taken a huge amount of investment of their time to get the difficulty right and the challenge right, particularly for a game like this. And or if you look at games like Elden Ring, you look at difficult platformers like Cuphead, you know, those games, they are what they are. You gotta face them, you gotta face them down, you gotta beat the challenge that's in front of you. And, you know, I understand that standpoint too. It's just, I don't know, I do find it's always to an extreme. It's either extreme thought process that, no, you're an idiot, you're playing this uneasy, this is not the way it's supposed to be, or you're looking for an easy mode to be added, and, you know, people tend to take sides on it, and that, to me, I'm not a fan of that either. But I just a bit of a rant series, bit of a rambling series. I just wanted to kind of weigh in on it really, Again, you know where my stance is. I gotta stream this game soon. It has to go into the stream schedule, and I'm only streaming it on the normal difficulty. Imagine me turning around and saying I'm streaming it on easy. Personally speaking, I probably wouldn't enjoy playing this on easy. It'd be always in the back of my mind that, you know, maybe I'm taking the easy way out. No pun intended. I want to face the challenge head on. I want to do my best to try and beat it as it was designed. But again, that's not to knock anybody else who does want to use this mode. Anyway, guys, look, really, just a bit of a rambling series. Just, again, share your comments down below. I want to know what people think about this. And I want to hear people's thoughts about this. Let's get chatting in the comments. And yeah, that's it. A bit of a different video today. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.